Hello everyone. So in this episode of Star Wars series, I want to do something really simple. So how to implement a door like this when the character go near that door, or how to automatically open that door. So just like in here, it's a very simple thing, but yeah, I just wanted to show you how would I do that. Alright, so let's create an empty project with Unreal Engine 4.24. That's the latest version I have. So let's create a new project with the third person character, maximum quality. No, I don't need starter content. Doors, I'll name it doors. Create. Alright, so this is what I have. Right, now how to get started. Yeah, let's first create something with a door. So first I'll create a folder bp for blueprints, and let's create an actor blueprint. Let's call it doors. No, just door. Okay, or either it can be a hallway or something also, but let's just call it door. Right, and now let me add a cube. This would be like the wall, like this. It doesn't have to be thick like this, so I'll make it point 4. Okay, and now I'll duplicate it with Ctrl W and move to the right side. It's 140 here and minus 150. Alright, so then I'll make it 150 so it's even, and duplicate it again, move it right here. Okay, right, and now I'll place this in the world so that I can have an idea about the scale of that. Alright, I'll place it here. Okay, so now we need a door. Let's go back here and I'll duplicate this one. I'll call it door L. Let's have a different color for that. Let's use red. No special reason, just use red. And yeah, I'll move it like this, and I'll decrease the thickness of this object to 0.2. Let's look at it in this way. -70. And the scale, yeah, alright. I'll assign this material for this, and I'll duplicate this object, and I'll call that one door R, so the right part of the door. There's a little gap. Let's fix it by scaling them a little bit. Okay. Right, now this is the door. And how to make it open when the character go near that. So at the moment, if I go near that, nothing happens. So here, let's go to the perspective mode, and let's add a collider, box collision, like this. Let's make it larger. Alright, now let's add a begin overlap event here if the other character is the player character. So other actor, so we need a way to determine if this other actor is the player character. So no, actually it's not necessary at this point because there are no other objects overlapping with this one. So then if something overlap with this object, I'll move door L this way and door R that way. They shouldn't be like this. They shouldn't peek out from this edge like this. So to prevent that, let's make these a little bit larger. Two. Where was it before? Okay. $180 and 2. This one 2 minus 180, and this one to cover both of them like this. Alright. Okay, now to open the doors, how should I move this? at the moment they are minus 80, so I should move it to minus 170. Okay, get to L, move component 2, relative rotation is same as before, and the relative location should be same as this. Can I paste? Yeah, no, minus 80, 0, 120. So I'll make the first one minus 170. So both doors, this should happen for both doors. So I'll add a sequence here and duplicate this one and attach it for the door R. So this should be plus 170, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what happens by playing. See? Now let's see how to close them. Actually, that's also the same thing. Very simple. This should come back to, what's the original value, minus 80, and this one to plus 80. Alright, now when I leave that, the door closes. See? Okay, so now let's see how to add an input here. So with an input, we can open the door. So to do that, I'll promote these two events. I'll put them aside, and this is let's create a custom event, open, and this one close. No, custom event, let's call it close. And I'll detach these, and let's just call open and close. Same thing, just a simple restructuring. Same thing. Okay, now how to add an input. So for that, I'll create a child. So I'll rename this one Autodo and create a child blueprint class. Let's call it manual door. Now here I'll get the same, select the same thing and add two events. Alright, Let's see what happens. I'll place a manual door here in the level. So this is the manual door. It doesn't open. Alright, now let's add a text here so that we can identify. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. Let's call it auto door, and the color I'll use blue. Oh, why can't I see that? Oh, it's there. Alright, I'll rotate it then. And this one is the manual door. So I'll change the text to manual. Cool. And now here I'll add another text component. I'll duplicate the same thing. Input text, and I'll move it down here. Open in within brackets E. So that means press E to open. I'll change the color here to this color. Right now it shouldn't be visible in the normal time. It should be visible only when the character is standing near that door. So I'll make it hidden. Now I'll remove the visibility, and in here get input text, set visible to true. Duplicate the same thing and set visible to false. It's the auto. Now here you can see open E. Right, but even if I press E here, it doesn't work. So let's see how to get the inputs. So for that, first I'll define an input E. Oh, here we have E, pressed and released. Now if I press E, open, I'll call open, and then but this inputs doesn't work on this object because this is an actor. So even if I go there, no, not here, here, even if I press C, nothing happens. I think I should move the instruction a little bit upwards so that I can clearly see that. Usually I should do something like render the texture on top of everything, but I'm not going to address that here. So right, so to enable inputs here, let's call enable input and get the player controller, and here when I leave the door, disable input. Otherwise, whenever I press E, even if I'm not near the door, it will activate. And close. Right, get E. When I press E, the door opens and it's closed now. Oh, the open is not visible from the other side, but that's okay for now. See, if I press E, it opens, and if I leave the door, it closes. Alright, so this is the auto door and this is the manual door. And yeah, that's all I wanted to do for today in this series. So thanks for watching. If you like to support my work, you can get the membership of my Patreon club. The link would be in the description below. And also I have released project files for the Unreal Moon system with the time of day system with the moon and stars I developed last time. If you are a patron member, you can download it for free, and I'll release this project file also. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.